So Newcastle 0, Arsenal 2. We got redemption for bottling top 4 last season. Only the second team in the league to beat Newcastle at home this season, if I'm right. I think Liverpool were the first, and that was dubious, right at the death as well. And I think it was Mohamed Salah. Am I right with that? Mohamed Salah, right?
That was at Anfield. They beat us. Okay. They beat us 2-0. They scored 2 goals in the first half, like bam, bam. And then that's a game before the Carabao Cup final. Nick Pope got sent off.
Okay, so you've only lost what, 1 home game all season?
Yeah, and that was Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
so you're the second. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Listen, I can't lie. Yeah, you started that game so quick in the first 10
like
minutes.
Like a house on fire.
Rabbits in the headlights. You hit the post. You got a penalty. I want to ask you, yeah, because for me, even though it bounced off his knee and then hit his arm, for me, even if it didn't bounce off his knee, that's never a pen. He was moving.
No chance of penalty. No chance in hell. I'm sorry, Alan. Most of your takes as a pundit, from what I can see, I don't live in the UK, so I don't watch you every single day. You're the man, you know what I'm saying, bro? But that's an L. That's an L of a take. That's the Geordie bias coming in. Don't whiff again like that, because then you're gonna be on me and Lee's list of shit.
Yeah, he's on my list anyway, bruv. Yeah, he's on my list.
Questionable
anyway.
Pundits. Nah, but he's
on the list anyway.
But I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was.
What did you make of the game overall? Because I thought you started well. We scored against the runner play. Lovely finish from Odegaard. Yeah, and then after that, you kind of wobbled for me for about 5-10 minutes. But then after that, you got a second wind. You had the Joe Willock chance. You had a chance with Callum Wilson. The keeper swiped it. You know, we needed half time. That's how I felt. You know, Granit Xhaka was losing his head. I was like, yo, get him off. And to be fair, Granit Xhaka's second half was
really good.
But then, again, you hit the post with Isak. We hit the bar with Martinelli. We wasted loads of chances over the game. You wasted loads of chances. On another day, that could have been a 5-4, a 6-3, a 5-2. Like, either way. Yeah, and the difference is, we took our chances today. And despite you having a lot of chances, and listen, let me just say, I just want to say this to all the Geordies watching this, you are a bloody good team. Yeah, the fight, the passion, the shithousery, the fact that, like, you got stuck in some nasty tackles, the forearm smash
Dan Burn on Saka, Bruno Guimaraes probably could have had 4 yellows.
Man, there was some naughtiness.
We were mean mugging, but the problem
reminds me of Newcastle back in the day when they had Nobby Solano, they had Shearer, they had Ginola, they had Aspria. Like,
even when we had some real dirty cats like Joey Barton.
Yeah, come on. John Joe Shelby, throwback. Is he still at your club? Is he still there?
No, he's at Nottingham Forest, and they kicked his ass out, actually.
Oh, of course he is. Sorry, my bad. but what did you make of that? Like, obviously, you're a Newcastle guy, yeah? What did you make of it? I know you're not disappointed that you are disappointed.
Oh, I'm pissed.
You're not angry that you lost, no?
Oh, I'm pissed. No. I'm pissed because, like you said.
You go. Tell me.
I'm pissed because we started off so well. I know it's unlucky to hit the bus. I know. Well, first things first, before anyone says anything, I'm a horrible loser. I get it from my dad. I play him in pool. He's 20 times better than me. I still think I'm decent enough where I could get 1 win out of 10. So I get really, really aggravated when I lose. Even if it's to my mom. If I sink the 8-ball to her, I'm just like, damn it. So naturally, I don't like losing. So this season was pretty good for me because we don't do much of that. But I am a little bit angry because just to the fact that we just didn't score, and we've been scoring in the past few games. So it's like, why couldn't we just bring that in? It's a bit unlucky, and it's a bit of me just being a bad loser. But before I'm done being a bad loser, though, I have to credit Arsenal. I really, really do, because you guys showed up today. You guys didn't let the first 10 minutes become 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on. You stopped it there, and then maybe the opening 5-10 minutes of the second half. You shut the gates. You took the 2 chances. You could have had way more. Both goalkeepers were immense today.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Who was your man of the match for you, for Newcastle?
Pope.
And who was your man of the match overall?
Pope for man of the match for us. In general, could say Ramsdale. You could say
Odegaard.
Odegaard. I'm gonna go because of that. Because of some of the saves that were made. I might go Ramsdale if I'm honest. If you're looking for an outfielder though, I'll go Xhaka. Thought Xhaka was a big difference in that game. And you know what? The other thing is too, he didn't fall for our dirty tactics and the time wasting or the chitter chatter.
Which is why I wanted him off at half time.
Yeah.
But
then what's crazy is
I think it was Tierney grabbed him at half time as he was walking off. Yeah. And I think it was Tierney. It might have been Smith Rowe. Yeah, because I only see the back of him. And it was like, yo, calm down. And I said to Ola, I would have subbed Jorginho at half time, even though I thought he was playing well. Yeah. We were getting a bit battered in midfield, get a bit of physicality. Then I see him come out second half. Bro, Granit Xhaka that second half, that's one of the best performances I've seen from him in an Arsenal shirt. Yeah, unbelievable second half.
Yeah. He was man-marking Joe Ellington or Bruno or whoever. We tried to play our typical physical brand of football, and he just wasn't phased. Whereas we've seen him before blow a gasket. We've seen him do it before, get a red card, because what it becomes is you took out my man. Now I'm gonna go get your man, and I'm gonna leave some damage or something. You know what I'm saying? It's survival of the fittest, like primitive caveman type thinking, where it's like you coming after my guys, I'm going after your guys, and then some. So he didn't let that eat him up.
Let me ask you, as a Newcastle fan, you've seen this manager come in 18 months ago. Yeah, you were in relegation. Steve Bruce stinking out the whole of St James's Park. You've seen new ownership bring this guy in. Yeah, and you're like, wow, we got Saudis, but then they bring in Eddie Howe, and you're like, you probably raised an eyebrow for out of all the managers, but it's taken you from 19th or 18th or whatever it was, all the way to Champions League. I think you're 30 for Champions League now. Man
United losing still.
Yeah, I think they're still losing 1-0. Yeah,
they are.
They're still losing 1-0 as we speak. Yeah, right. I think you're certified for Champions League. Yeah. Where do you go from here as Newcastle? You've lost a cup final. Yeah, but going into next season, he's built a squad that he inherited a lot of the players. He's made Joel Linton go from zero to hero because that guy stunk out to play. Everyone was going 40 mil, but he's changed his position, playing him in midfield, and he's thriving. Almiron started the season like a house on fire, kind of fell away a little bit, but still had a good season. Callum Wilson's always good. He's dangerous. Isak, baller. Yeah, everyone raised an eyebrow at 70 mil, but we're like, do you know what? Yeah, we bought Pepe for 70 mil, Jadon Sancho for 70 mil, Havertz for 70 mil. This guy's actually delivering. Yeah. But where do you go from here as Newcastle? What are your expectations going forward? Do you expect next season to actually get out the group stage? Because I don't think you'll be seeded. And if you are, it's going to be a tough group. But where do you see? Do you have to win a trophy to get over the line to end this 60-odd year drought?
Yes.
But do you also have to compete for a title next season? Or is it just get top four, maintain where we're at, try and win a trophy, get out the group in the Champions League? Or is it, no, we have to actually compete for a title, win stuff, whatever? You tell me.
Well, for me, it's very rare that you see a team that just goes straight up to the title, albeit you've got the likes of the Leicester City or whatever. But I think we need an FA Cup. We need a Europa League. You need even a Carabao Cup, whatever people want to chat. But if your team wins it, you go to that final. So whatever. I'm still gutted. I'm still gutted about losing that final to Man United. That bothers me still to this day. It really does.
You played them at the worst time possible because they were in their pomp at the time. Now, if you played them now, you'll probably beat them.
Possibly, yeah. But that's the hypothetical monster, you know. You can, but in terms of like what I want to accomplish next season, I need a trophy, bro. 1969-70 is the Inner Cities Fair Cup. We beat Hungarian side Újpest. I think 5. We actually slammed them in the final, like 5-0 or something. We need that. We need to get that over the line because as much as people want to associate a certain club in North London that plays in white as the bottle jobs and bottle jobs, can I remind anyone of 96, 97, 99 Cup final? Yeah, 98 Cup final. You know, just stuff like that. Like our team back then in this very shirt, in this stuff, like we were good enough to win a trophy on paper.
But do you think that this season and that, like, listen, that manager, yeah, is the manager that they've chosen. Yeah. And they're not going to sack him. Listen, he's gone above and beyond what they probably expected, the ownership, because they didn't expect to be in the Champions League next season.
Probably not.
Right. And the cup final this season as well. He's been brilliant. Yeah. But if it starts off a little bit wonky next season, I think personally, it's just my take. I think if he's lost, like, say, 3 out of the first 10 games or 4 out of the first 10 games, couple of draws,
pressure's on, baby. Pressure's on if that happens.
And I think that they're ruthless,
and rightfully so.
Even though they're giving kisses and cuddles and all of that, the cup final loss, I do think that this is the benchmark now for Newcastle, because
absolutely,
I've seen Newcastle slap up Barcelona. Yeah, I've seen Tino Asprilla score a hat trick. Yeah, I've seen Newcastle. Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do you think this is now, this season, that's now the standards that Newcastle should say, well, we don't drop below there. Yeah, this is the benchmark. We only go above here or minimum here. Is that what you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Like I said to you, I am a horrible, horrible loser. I'll always give credit if I'm well beaten, fine. But I'm still going to be pissed off as hell that I lost. And I still am. I'm pissed we lost. You know, I just don't like losing. I don't like losing. I want to win. I want to win trophies. The games are great. If Sunderland come up and we do the double on them, great. But let's get a trophy.
Middlesbrough might come up, you know.
I want Millwall. I want Millwall, baby.
I want
Millwall, Luton Town.
Listen, we're going to wrap this up, people. It's always been good. Listen, apologies I couldn't do the preview. I will jump on your channel in the summer at some point. But listen, shout out your thing. I'll link it in the description as well. Shout out your channel, man, and tell people what you got coming up real quick.
Sweet, yeah. So right down here in this little box thingy, it's Strasbourg Steve. You just type it into YouTube or whatever, and it'll show up. And then I'm on Newcastle Fans TV. I just did a video with my guy Lee Lawler, scoring the players and whatever. And so that's primarily where you will find me. If you want to go on Twitter, it's Stove, Machala, all together. If you're interested in what I do, I love collabing with people. I'm sure I'd love to have you on the channel for Arsenal videos. I'm going to have a series over the summer on my channel. It's called Uncomfortable Conversations. 5 things, 3 things, however many things, uncomfortable conversations that you want to have about your club after it's all said and done.
On that bombshell, we're out of here. Big up Steve, man. Listen, good luck I love Newcastle. We're out of here, people. Adios. Ciao.